Baseball at its best. Reds baseball as Cincinnati goes up against the Washington Nationals. Only on 2K Sports.
How good is he? When his stuff is on, there's not a guy in the game who wants to come to the plate against Gio Gonzalez. 2K Sports presents our MLB broadcast. So glad you're there. The Nationals play at home, Washington, D.C., our site. And Steve, as he gets into the Cincinnati lineup, what are we expected to see?
Well, for Gio Gonzalez, he's a wiry guy, but boy, he can put it all together. A solid starter. He attacked the zone with his fastball and has a quality breaking pitch as well.
We've got a moment to check out that lineup for the Reds. Thoughts, John? Anybody stand out?
I love Brandon Phillips. I mean, this guy can hurt you in so many ways. Walking, he'll steal a base. Make a mistake, he'll take you deep. Plus, even if he doesn't get hits, he can change the complexion of a game with his glove and his arm. So valuable to a team. One of the best second basemen in the game.
We're going to see Hamilton here. He'll be receiving the first pitch of the game.
Center fielder, number 6, Billy Hamilton.
Gonzalez sets and throws, and Hamilton makes good contact here. Fantastic catch by Word. You can't be worried about getting hurt or getting dirty when you make a play like that.
Well, the ball was tailing away from him, and he had a lot of ground to cover, but he was able to get there.
And we'll take a quick look positionally on the field. This is how the Nationals look. And scouting those fielders, John.
Well, Jason Worth is the best center fielder that's playing right field in all of baseball. I think you can put Jason in any outfield position, and he's going to be the best at that position. So great of an athlete, fundamentally sound. But what I like about him is the way he goes for balls that are down the line, that hit off the sidewall and kick back out. He plays caroms better than any outfielder in baseball.
That one's gloved. Make sure to catch this one next Tuesday. We'll see the Cubs playing away from Chicago as they take on the Marlins in Miami. It'll be a 7 p.m. start time. Number 3 hitter up. And Gonzalez gets him swinging for the first strike.
Well, that pitch right there, he just blew it right by the hitter, swung late.
Here's the delivery. Swing liner back up the middle. And that gets through for a base hit.
Now batting.
Well, you know the pitcher was hoping to get that 3-up, 3-down inning. A little bit of a breather inning, but that single will extend this one a bit here.
Well, we've got a moment to look back to last year's Cincinnati Reds and see where they ranked in the National League. 3rd in home runs, 5th in doubles, and this team really delivered in the clutch overall, ranked among the top 5 teams in the league, hitting with runners in scoring position. They seem to thrive on those occasions when they had a runner on base to come up with those big hits.
Smash towards the middle. That should be a base hit.
Now batting for the Cincinnati
But Gary,
Reds.
that's how you hit the changeup. You have to be patient. You have to stay back and let the ball come to you. Doesn't try to do too much with it and picks himself up on the base hit.
Here's Joey Votto, 2 on. That's swung on a liner here. Now here comes a runner for the plate. And he scores.
Now he's surrendered 3 straight hits. He's got to bounce back and get this guy. He needs an out.
Mesoraco at the plate. Well, this offense is taking some pressure off the pitching at this point, Steve.
Well, we all knew the possibility of getting some early runs up early could happen here. That was possible. This could turn out to be a very interesting game, guys.
2 down. Runners at first and second. And Gonzalez gets him swinging for the first strike. And, guys, it'll be interesting to see how the rest of this inning plays out. Sometimes not easy to contain a lineup once they get started. It's infectious.
Well, you're right. It does. It kind of feeds on each other, Gary. And I think that you know, it looks like from a fan's perspective, you got to love this game. A high-scoring game is what they like.
That ends up foul. Oh, man, there's the big bender. Struck him outside, retired. Early pressure being put on. A run over in the first. The Reds on top, 1-0.
Now batting for the Washington Nationals.
Now we'll take a look at Cincinnati's starter.
Number 9.
Steve, as he gets going here against Washington and their bats, what are we going to see?
Oh, sending a good lefty to the mound in this ball game here. But this is a great lineup. A lineup that can really beat up even some of the best pitchers in the game. So he's going to have to be on top of his game in order to do it and rely upon that movement on his pitches.
That's outside, ball 2.
Well, you see, he just missed with that fastball right there away. Let's see if they try to come back inside to try to jam him.
And that one is struck. Hamilton to field. 1 down. Here's the lineup for the Nationals. Now, John, anyone in particular we should keep an eye on?
Well, Bryce Harper has the potential to be a once-in-a-lifetime player, something that we've never seen before. The ability at such a young age to hit the ball out of the ballpark, but also hit for a high average. They say he has no holes in his swing. Let's check it out and see.
We got a chance to check out the Reds here. Let's look at their defense. John, scouting anyone here?
Well, Joey Votto's known for his bat, and when he first came up, he was an adequate first baseman, but nothing special. But the last couple years, he has really taken that turn into being a complete player, first baseman-wise, compared to some of the best in all of baseball. Not only now is he good with the glove, he also has an arm. He turns about as many double plays as anyone as far as first baseman goes.
This at bat underway, 1-0 after that first pitch missed.
It was a bit strange to not see Worth in the playoffs last year. It's been a fixture for the Phillies for so long.
Swung on, hit, and it's through. Base hit for Worth. And Worth indeed has had a knack in his career for showing up in a big way when they've needed him. He is a good clutch hitter, John.
Yeah, and if the Nationals, who have such a young, talented team, if they can ever make the postseason, he's going to be the guy that they lean on with all that experience in the postseason to get that big hit for him.
And it's Ryan Zimmerman now. Hit 6 for 21 last year off the Reds. Fastball just misses. 1-0.
Well, the Reds a bit shaky in 2011 with their play on the road, finishing 7 games under 500. And it was a 2-8 road trip in the month of May. They really derailed what was a pretty good start to their season.
The 1-0 now. Zimmerman contacted a foul ball. Well, that Cincinnati road record we talked about certainly wasn't about their offense, Steve. They were 3rd in the league in opposing ballpark.
Well, if it wasn't the offense, we've got to find the answer somewhere else, and it was with their pitching. Ranked 13th in ERA on the road with a 4.2 ERA.
The 2-1 pitch. That one goes foul. He deals. Zimmerman again with a foul ball. Foul! Swing and a bouncing ball up the middle. To second for 1. On to first. Safe. Can't get the back end of that one.
He makes a nice play to get the lead runner at second base with a strong, accurate throw. Good footwork. They just couldn't get the double play.
We've got Harper in the box. Oh, there he goes for second. Strike 1. And his throw, he is out. Great throw. So no runs on 1 hit and nobody left on. Reds still on top.
For the Cincinnati Reds.
Wonderful evening for baseball. Temperature did not drop a bit with that sun going down. Still pretty cool. And it's Brandon Phillips now. He's going to get us started. Second inning. Gonzalez sets and throws. Watches the off-speed pitch. Ends up 0-1. And taking a look here, the pitch types that he's thrown today that have yielded hits.
Well, guys, his two-seam fastball has gotten hit twice already.
And with a lot of baseball still to be played here, he's given up 3 hits total.
There's a swing, line drive, center field, and that'll put Phillips on first. Season underway for the Nationals. They'll wrap up the series with Cincinnati tonight. They go interleague against an American League foe, the Houston Astros. That begins early next week. Then they'll square off against a fellow NL East team, the Miami Marlins. So a lot of home games on the way. The fans will have a chance to see their guys many times over the next couple of weeks. Holt settles in. Line drive fouled off towards first. Oh, and he dropped it. 0-1. Gonzalez kicks and delivers. He lets that fastball go by for a called strike. 0-2.
Tough spot for the hitter. Down 0-2. You got to protect right now.
Curveball got him one away.
So sometimes in the back you go 5, 6, 7 pitches as they start to foul off the 0-2 count. I like that he went right at him aggressively, strikes him out on 3 pitches.
And their rookie pitcher in the box. I think with one out here, Steve, we might see him bunt.
Well, with the pitcher coming up, I think you have to expect they're going to sacrifice him over.
Phillips will lead at first. Gonzalez sets and throws. Pulls it back in time. It's 1-0. Turns to bunt that time. He'll stay away from it, though, for ball 2. Tries to throw him off with a bunt look. He misses, and it's 3-0. And he tries to get one down. Ramos. And he throws to first in time. Out number 2.
Now, to be a successful pitcher, you have to be able to pitch and field your position, but you also have to handle the bat, and that's what he did right there.
Now, that number 9 spot, Steve, a lot of people say that's just a waste. That's an automatic out. That's how you take and get something out of it.
That's how you help yourself when you're the pitcher.
And we're going to see Hamilton here. He flew out his last time up. And the first pitch, fastball in there, 0-1. That one fouled off by Hamilton. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Hamilton watches it low for a ball.
That two-seam fastball is such an effective pitch. 1, because it gets ground ball outs, but 2, it sets up his other pitches.
Hit on the ground. Espinosa's there. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. Gio Gonzalez coming off the mound. Gets what he needed. No runs in the second after allowing a run in the first. And coming up, we'll see the Nationals.
For the Washington Nationals.
We've got Harper in the box.
Number 34, Bryce Harper.
He delivers. Tries to turn on that one, but he misses. Strike one.
Well, as a hitter, when a guy has a good fastball, you think you have to swing a lot harder to try to catch up with it. You really don't, but he did right there, and that's why he blew it past him.
There's the swing and contact. This one to Hamilton. The catch, and he puts it away. Out number one.
Good pitch right there. Got the hitter a little bit out on his front foot. Easy fly ball to center field.
Here's a look at the teams who got it done last year at the plate. Brought to you by State Farm. Number one, the Rockies. Second, the Cardinals. The Giants third. Nationals fourth. And it's the Brewers fifth best.
One of the top hitting teams in baseball last year will be on display in this game today. And these guys, when they step out of the dugout, they're swinging the bats. These guys can put the ball in play, and they all hit for a high average.
That one sails high for a ball. 1-0. Swing and a miss by Ramos, and that will even the count. A career .267 number off the Reds. One on the way. Good looking fastball. Called the ball though. 2-1.
Well, a good pitch right there. He tried to get one in on his hands, but he just missed though in off the plate. Great pitch.
That swung on, line towards the gap in left center. And it's through. That's a base hit.
Let's take a look at where Washington ended up rank-wise last year in the National League. Second in home runs, third in doubles, and an offense that can slug the ball, not settling for singles. They go up there looking to drive it, third in the league in slugging percentage.
And their number 6 hitter. Swings, hits this one pretty well, deep right center. And this rolls all the way to the wall. This a great situation for some offense.
A perfect situational hitting. This is exactly the time you want to go the other way.
And what we're talking about is taking the ball where it's pitched. It's outside, go the other way. And in the batter's box, it's Murphy. Lifetime, he has hit .419 off Cincinnati.
And you know, Gary, a lot of times you just see the other team's jersey and you know you have the confidence that you can hit against them.
Runners on second and third, one down. Hit well to the left side. Ooh, that one hit off the heel of his glove.
For the Washington Nationals, shortstop, number 8.
Here's Espinosa as he sets in. And he's got a shot here to give his club the lead. Just one swing could do it.
Well, this is what you're waiting for, this kind of opportunity to change the game, and your pitcher then can go out with much more confidence.
Pitch on the way. Swing, hot shot. Well, sometimes it's about the fundamentals. Sometimes, though, it's about a flair for the dramatic.
Well, good, solid, fundamental, flary baseball, huh?
Gonzalez at the plate. Boy, pitcher needs to get an out here. If you don't, you're going to have the potential for a very big inning offensively. Here's your big-time opportunity to put something up on the board. It's hit foul by Gonzalez. Here it comes. Couldn't pull the trigger in time. He's behind 0-2. Fastball swung out and missed, and the signs retired. Well, they do load the bases on 2 hits, but can't push across any runs. Washington still looking for that offense. And we've got Cozart batting.
2, Zach Cozart.
First pitch on the way. Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And it's in there, base hit. He's trying for second. And he pulls into second base. That will be a double.
Well, excellent base running right there, getting himself into second base. Great read on his part, and love the aggressiveness.
And you've got to decide what you're going to do in those situations before you ever get to first base. That's what he did.
And that's what he did. You know what? Aggressive, taking that turn exactly the way he needed to, never missing a beat.
And their rookie left fielder at the plate. So far, a 1-for-1 in the game off Gonzalez.
If I'm up to bat, I'm looking for another fastball early in the count that I can drive. You've seen it once. You know he's able to get around on it, and it doesn't lock him up. He's got to be able to put that ball in play.
Fastball misses away. 1-0.
Well, any hitting coach will tell you can't hit that good high fastball, especially if it's out of the strike zone. It's a pitch you have to lay off of, make him bring it down to give yourself a chance.
The pitch. Swings on that 1-1 delivery, but misses. Strike two. Swung, ground ball to short. Espinosa's there. And he throws on to first for the out and away.
Well, he got him over. Not exactly the way you want to do it. You prefer he hit the ball to the right side, but at least able to advance the runner. Now on third base with less than 2 outs, a sac fly can score.
Suarez is batting. Base hit his last time. One out with a runner at third. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. And Gonzalez can't get him to swing at that low pitch. Now with one away and a man on third base, going to issue the walk.
Well, they're going to pitch around this guy, put him on base, now try to get the double play. Not a bad strategy.
And that's going to bring Joey Votto to the plate.
A dominant year for Joey Votto in all regards in 2011. Led his team in batting average and RBIs, but couldn't meet the same production he had in the home run department.
Here's the first pitch. Swings, pops it up, right side of the infield. And Murphy's going to play it. Espinosa on the out. 2 men have been put away. And the lineups with the most home runs around the league last year, courtesy of State Farm. The Brewers, #1. Second, the Nationals. In the third spot, the Reds. Fourth, the Pirates. And in the 5th spot, the Rockies.
Well, most home run hitters can be pitched to. So these pitchers, though, they have to be very careful because they're facing 2 of the top home run hitting teams in the league last season. If you can pitch well and execute your pitches, you have a chance to have a successful game. If you make mistakes, though, runs get put on the board quickly with both these teams.
Hit on the ground towards second. Murphy throws on to first. Side is retired. So they pick up no runs, 1 hit, and strand a couple. Reds 1, Washington 0. And if you are just coming on board, Gary Thorne, Steve Phillips, John Kruk, as we bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Revere strides in. A swing line to left center. Makes its way through for a single. That's going to bring Jason Worth up.
Well, a good piece of hitting right there. And anytime you get your first hitter of the inning on base, it could set up the potential for a big inning.
I'm going to take a brief moment here to check out the breakdown on this pitcher's pitch types that have turned into hits today. John, Steve, your thoughts?
Well, guys, you look at that four-seamer. It's been hit 3 times.
Well, you look at where the hits have come from so far, and this one off of him, and all but one of the 4 hits he's given up have been on that pitch.
The pitch. First pitch, fastball, 0-1.
He's just popping that glove with that 4-seam fastball, pounding the strike zone.
He's running, heading for second. Ball. And he is out, trying to take second. He got him. Good pitch to throw on, Steve.
Well, he had the fastball, and it was set up in the right spot, and he had a quick release to gun down the runner.
Outside for a ball, and it's 2-1.
Well, he tried to go outside on the outside corner with that fastball right there. Just got a little bit off the plate. He's got to be careful, though. You don't want that hitter to get his arms extended.
Line drive. That's foul towards first. Swung on and missed. Strike three. Jason Worth is out of there.
Let's see this one again in K-Cam. It's a changeup.
A real risky pitch right there, and he comes out of it alive. That one's right down the middle of the plate. The batter just swung through it.
John, he's lucky he didn't get tattooed on that.
Well, you're absolutely right. The only player who wants that last pitch back more than the pitcher is the hitter.
And it's Ryan Zimmerman now. Mixing your pitch types, key to performance like the one we're seeing today on the mound. Here's a look at what he's been doing.
Well, that's the key to success, is mixing up your pitches, and he's done just that. Being successful throwing his fastball for strikes, but also his breaking ball when he has to throw it to keep the hitters off balance.
And I love the aggressive attitude that he's had. He throws every pitch with conviction. It's made it very difficult on this lineup.
Fastball runs inside, 1-0. He's hit .304 lifetime against the Reds. A 1-0 pitch. That one is swung on and missed by Zimmerman. Strike and an even count.
I got to see what kind of adjustments he made with the hitting coach now, as after last game he struck out every at bat. They've got to look for more contact.
One pitch. And he looks at a fastball in there, and it's 1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch. And he leaves that one alone. Ryan Zimmerman with patience to even it up.
Well, that pitch right there just seemed to get away from the pitcher, took off on him. Looked like he tried to overthrow that a little bit.
Changeup misses, full, 3-2.
Well, you gotta like the way he's changing speed and mixing up his pitches. He just missed, though, with that changeup down and away.
Three-two on the way. There's a swing, and that one's hit on the ground. Throws in time to first. What a play. No runs, one hit, and no one left on base. Reds still on top. Latter third of the lineup coming up. And so Brandon Phillips leading it off. And you know, any great pitching coach will emphasize the importance of mixing up your pitch types. Let's see how this guy's been doing in that regard.
Well, that the fact that his arsenal of pitches has been great.
Hit in the air to left center. That's one away. Our State Farm leaderboard recapping the teams that led the way in extra base hits last year. Number 1, the Brewers. Second, the Rockies. The Nationals third. The D-backs fourth. And fifth best, the Reds.
Well, look for the ball to be rattled around in the gaps in this game. The balls are going to be hitting the wall. Extra base hits galore with these two teams. Two of the best at it last year in the league. And I tell you what, these guys love to hit the ball in the gaps and get in scoring position with one swing of the bat.
Gonzalez too far outside. That's a ball. In his first trip to the plate, he went down on strike, striking out against Gonzalez.
Well, struck out on the 12-6 curveball the last time, looking silly. You might look for that pitch in this at bat because you're going to see it.
Line drive fouled off towards first. On the ground to second. Murphy. Throw in the dirt. He is safe at first. And their pitcher at the plate now. I think with one out here, Steve, we might see him bunt.
Well, with the pitcher coming up, I think you have to expect they're going to sacrifice him over.
This one's grounded to second. He's up with it. That's one out. And there's the second out, a double play. And a quick inning for Gio Gonzalez. He needs that offense now. He's doing his part. Only a run allowed through 4. And coming up, we'll see the Nationals.
Now coming to bat for the Washington
We've got
Nationals.
Harper in the box.
Number 34.
You know, they're losing a little bit in the defensive department with this change. It may be geared more toward offense. It's just odd to make this move right now.
And this one's up the middle. Throw got him. That is one heck of a play. Makes a terrific play and a fine throw.
Now, this should have been a base hit. The hitter thought the ball was going through, but a tremendous effort keeping it in the infield and getting the out.
And Ramos now will come to the batter's box. He's 1 for 1 so far. The pitch popped up, should be playable behind the plate. And looked for a moment like he had a chance to make that play, but not to be. There's a swing and a liner towards the gap in left field. And that one is in there, his second hit today. Here's what Cincinnati has lined up. They'll wrap up their series with Washington tonight. They'll face the division rivals St. Louis Cardinals, a team they didn't have too much trouble with in their previous series. That'll get underway on Thursday night. Then they have yet another venue. The Chicago Cubs will be hosting. Quite a bit of time away from home for them over these next several games. Six slide up at the plate again. He doubled at his last appearance. And the first pitch. And he watches one that goes inside. 1-0 count.
Well, you're going to see the frustration starting to mount a little bit here. They've had their opportunities getting base runners on. They just cannot come up with the big hit. But listen, sooner or later, you're going to capitalize if you get guys on.
Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a smash. And Hamilton's going to play it. And he grabs it in his tracks.
Now coming to bat for the Washington Nationals.
And in the batter's box, it's Murphy. Last year, he had a 10 for 17 off the Reds.
And it's no coincidence that most of the at-bats ended in his favor. They have to figure out a way to pitch tougher to him.
Runner on first, 2 away. And he starts him out. Paints the lower outside corner. Call strike 1. We have seen a great pitching performance on the mound and a tremendous use of that strike zone that's been on display here.
Well, how can you complain about what this guy has done today? I mean, most of the game he's been locked in.
You know, in respect to how he's been mixing up his location, he's doing it enough to keep the hitters off balance and keep them guessing, wondering what's coming next.
Oh, and he takes off for second. And his throw, he is out. Great throw. So no runs on one hit and nobody left on. No production yet from Washington.
Up to the plate.
And we're going to see Hamilton here. 0 for 2 thus far.
6, Billy Hamilton.
And here's the first one. That one fouled off by Hamilton. The pitch. Hit in the dirt. And Zimmerman plays it. And that's out number 1 as he takes it to the bag.
First baseman does a nice job staying down on that ground ball, scoops it in, then goes over to the bag and takes it himself.
Cozart up now.
You know, Gary, I think you're losing a little something here. I don't think this guy's nearly as solid defensively as the one he's replacing, so interesting move.
1 for 2 in the ballgame. He doubled his last time. First pitch to him. First pitch a fastball. That's in there for a strike. Steve, how about the arm today? How's he performing?
Well, the lefty's successful today, and you take a look at what's happening. A lot of ground ball outs. That's what's happening.
Ball. Plays off the curveball. Good pitch, though. 1-1.
The best curveballs are the ones that start in the strike zone, then fall out of the strike zone. He couldn't get him to fish for that one, though.
Back up the middle. And he pulls into first base with that base hit. There's one down here.
Well, he did his job right there, getting on base. Now with one out, let's see if they can move him around and get him in scoring position.
Number 3 slot up again here. He bounced out his last time. And starts him out here. Contact. That one high in the air, but that's going to be foul down the right side. Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch, 1-1. That big breaker gets by. Count goes to 1-2.
Well, that's just textbook pitching right there. Exactly where you want to put the breaking ball. Either keep it down at the knees or even bounce it in the dirt if you have to get the hitter to swing over top of it. That's what he did there. Great pitch.
Down on strikes there. Nice piece of pitching work.
This is the effective use of the fastball. You can move it around the zone and hit your spots. They go down and in right there. Looks like the hitter was thinking away.
Suarez up now. Drew a walk his last time. A runner on first with 2 outs. Here's the delivery. He sends this one in the air towards center. And that's going to do it in this half inning. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. Reds 1, Washington nothing.
Up to the plate.
A real battle. Things heating up right here. Let's see if Daniel Murphy can come up with a big hit for his team.
Daniel Murphy.
Here's the first one. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. It's high. Now a look at the teams who generated the most runs last year, courtesy of State Farm. Number 1, the Brewers. Cardinals in second. The Rockies third. Fourth, D-backs. And the Nationals are fifth.
Well, the thing you ask your team, the manager and the hitting coach, is, look, guys, get us some runs. This team does it as good as anyone in the league last year, and they just love to get on base, make things happen with speed, but they can also take it out of the ballpark.
Here's the first pitch. The 0-0 delivery, a fastball taken for a strike.
Well, outstanding pitching effort so far here. I mean, he's left 3 runners on base in this game. I mean, but he's just shutting down this lineup, and when he needs to make a pitch, he seems to always find a way to do it.
And he leaves that one, and Danny Espinosa gets a ball and an even count. 261. That's last year's average against the Reds. Now the 1-1 pitch. Slider just off the black that time, 2-1.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
Fastball on the black. He doesn't get the call, though, and it's 3-1.
Well, that fastball right there just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
3-1 is a changeup that fools him. 3-2.
Well, that's an awfully big hack for such a slow off-speed pitch. Came up empty.
Payoff pitch coming. Fastball in there, struck him out of number 2.
Well, that's painting the black right there. He just throws it to the outside corner, exactly where they wanted to get the punch out.
Gonzalez at the plate. Struck out swinging last time. Fastball too low. 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch. Gets it foul by Gonzalez. Here's the pitch. Swinging and a miss, and it's now 1-2. The 1-2 on its way. Swung on and missed, and this game's history.
A tough loss here for this crowd today, but boy, do they see some kind of pitching performance from the visiting team.
And now let's take a look at one player clearly instrumental in this contest. He's our player of the game.
Well, any starting pitcher will tell you that the last thing he wants to ever have to do is to turn the game over to the bullpen. They like to finish what they start, and that's exactly what he did today. He had all his pitches working, and he had complete command of the strike zone out there. He kept his lineup in check the entire game and finished it strong.
Well, you win, whether it's 1 or 10. This was the slimmest of margins, though.
Well, this one had the makings right from the start of a close one, and you knew whoever got on the board had a legitimate chance to win it.
So glad you could join us. For Steve Phillips and John Kruk, I'm Gary Thorne. We'll see you real soon.